Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Togwaggle, and today we'll be taking a look at MarkMcKz's Togwaggle Paladin. Togwaggle Paladin. We've played a bunch of MarkMcKz's decks before, still unsure how to pronounce that name, but I'm going to butcher it every time, no doubt. And they come to us with a bit of a goofy, bit of a meme right here, bit of a meme. We've got Togwaggle Paladin, for those of you who haven't seen Togwaggle before, or Azalina Togwaggle as it's known. King Togwaggle, of course, 8 mana, 5/5 battlecry. Swap decks with your opponent, but they get a 5 mana spell that swaps the decks back. So you usually can't rely on just Togwaggle to, get advantage out of your opponent's deck or anything like that. However, if you combine it with Azalina Soul Thief, we can King Togwaggle to swap both of their decks, give them a ransom, then we can play Azalina Soul Thief to gain a copy of their hand, which includes said ransom. So if they ever swap the deck, we can swap it back with our own ransom. And the rest of the deck here, or I guess the main way that we're going to deploy both of these in the same turn in Paladin is with Prismatic Lens. Usually with these cards you see them in Druid, using the Dream Petal Florist or cards like that to reduce their cost. But we're going to use Prismatic Lens, which is a card from Boomsday expansion. Didn't get as much love as I hoped it would. I was really hoping that there were going to be some cool combo decks, but it's taken a bit of an expansion to find it. So this is a 4 mana spell, draw a minion and a spell from your deck and swap their costs. So looks like the only minions in this deck are in fact just Azalina and King Togwaggle, so we're always going to get that. And as far as the rest of the spells in the deck, most of them cost 1 or 2 or maybe a couple of 3s and 1 other 4, so we're actually pretty likely to get a adaptation that costs 8 and a King Togwaggle that costs 1. So if we do this Prismatic Lens trick again, we can get the Azalina Soul Thief or whatever piece we're missing out of the deck, reduce its cost, and then potentially even deploy them on the same turn. So we're going to give our opponent a deck full of 1 mana garbage is what I would describe this as, just 1 mana garbage, and we're going to get a deck hopefully full of not garbage, and try and kill our opponents from there. So bit of a meme. I want to get it off at least once, hopefully. So we're going to jump into some ladder. I'm going to queue on ranked, going to queue at rank 8, so we're probably going to be facing some real decks out there, but regardless, let's try and get it. Let's try and get a win. Otherwise, it's a meme, whatever. You can play it if you want, but I really just want to steal someone's deck. So let's do it. Let's go. Alright, here we are with MarkMcKz's Togwaggle Paladin. I think we're just going to send everything back. I really just want to hit those Prismatic Lenses as soon as we possibly can. These Noble Sacrifices could be pretty good, though. Three cards in a turn. Why couldn't they have unnerfed Hunter's Mark? This is 2 Secret Keepers. Okay. This is Auto Defense Matrix. Oh. 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 I forgot that it was all secrets. Our opponent definitely just played a flare. Alright. Alright. Alright, on to the next one. Oh. Well, friends, we've been having a bit of a rough day. We started late. We played a couple of decks, we've goofed a couple of times, we've missed lethal, but that right there, that's definitely the, the worst goof that we've made in quite a while. But well played to our opponent. Had that flare right on point. So, let's try again. Let's try again. Let's center ourselves. Focus. Remember that we can play Hearthstone sometimes. We can play remotely well sometimes as well. Alright. We'll be back.
With honor.
Alright. Togwaggle Paladin time. I mean, we could Blessing of Might, then Humility, and then draw more cards. Hopefully our opponent just, not on anything too aggressive, just gonna try and build up a hand. Ooh, alright. Maybe we'll go for the Blessing of Might. Definitely Blessing of Might trade. Huh.
The battle. Reporting for duty.
If we had hit Divine Shield there, or +3 health, would have been very useful. Fortunately not so much. Maybe this is the ideal deck for us to come up against. A deck that's going to give us plenty of time to draw a bunch of cards with Prismatic Lens. Alright, step 1. I guess maybe we should have been trying to fire off this Divine Favor before we Prismatic Lensed. Like maybe this turn we should have gone for like Adaptation, maybe Blessing of Might.
To battle! Reporting for duty.
Just get rid of some of these cards so we can hit a big Divine Favor. If our opponent has like a Spirit Lash or something, that's totally fine. We've got our game plan, and the more our opponent spends kind of fiddling with our board, the better our position we'll be in. I guess we should be concerned that it's like Cloning Gallery. That would be pretty rough matchup. Goes for the heal. Ugh, yuck. 7.
To battle!
Come on, a little bit more. Come on, deck. I believe in you. Yeah, maybe we should have gone for Lost in the Jungle. So kind of put some pressure on our opponent, but who knows? Hopefully they trigger this Hidden Wisdom. Get down. That's it? My gosh. What do I even do then?
To battle!
Well, I think I'll attack this and Repentance. Our opponent will think that it's a
Reporting for duty.
get down.
Reporting for duty.
The memory is intense with this deck. Yeah, I've never really stared at such a bunch of cards before.
Out of my jungle!
I've also never let our opponent have a let someone have a Radiant Elemental in play for so long that hasn't really done anything. Oh, get wrecked, Stonehill.
Ready to glow.
It actually gets to do something.
I am your shield.
Just play this auto defense matrix. It's a pretty good opportunity too. Yeah, let's go.
Let me think. The battle! The battle! The battle!
Start trading off these things, especially if there's a Spirit Lash or a Mass Hysteria lying around. We'll let's try and minimize that. Nah, 7 mana auto defense matrix, friend. Bang, get out of here. Oh, they want to trade the Radiant Elemental too. Alright, we can just naturally draw the Togwaggle now. Alright, well, we got a Togwaggle Azalina. We can do a thing. We have almost no deck left as well. Get out of here! What 10 mana shenanigans is our opponent about to inflict upon us?
Get down!
I guess we could have put a Blessing of Wisdom on this Omega Defender. Tried to make them draw up. Alright, so we can play one mana card this turn. I don't think we want to play any of it. Oh, we could play the Silverhand Recruits, I guess.
Let me think. Reporting for duty.
Our opponent's going to draw the Prismatic Lens from our deck as well. Which is a tasty treat for them. Alright, what was about to happen to us? Oh, we were definitely going to get combo killed.
Move quickly.
I'm out of cards.
Burn that Prismatic Lens. Now what? You wanna Master Spell? Hopefully they don't trigger this Hidden Wisdom this turn. That would not be great. No, trade. Yeah, nah. Oh, come on. I'll have that, thank you.
Already
The battle.
Yeah, let's just start pooping out dudes.
Reporting for duty.
Nice. Come on. What are you gonna do? Martial Enforcer? Got a mind control for that. Hey, remember that mind control you had?
already.
The battle. The battle.
Looking forward to killing you with your own combo. Then we've got the Master Spell. Doesn't even matter. We could also just like inner fire this and then death it. Yeah, actually, Konku Thank You just messaged us saying that. Which I think we will.
Is someone injured?
The battle for duty. The battle.
I can taste the salt from here. I can taste something. Not sure if it's salt. Could be rage, could be bewilderment. Could be a lot of things. But yeah, it worked. Wow. Can't believe we got that one. Yeah, it does seem like the deck is a bit more favored in control matchups than anything else. But GG's, well played to our opponent. Okay, we're here with the Togwaggle Paladin. Once again, I think we'll just send everything back and try and find our prismatic lenses. There's one.
None will survive.
None will survive. It's going to be a tough matchup. Maybe if we can... I think even if we rip the other prismatic lens really early, I think this Paladin deck will still kill us. I'm sorry, but I'm still laughing. Laugh away. As long as you're getting enjoyment out of what I'm doing. Even if I did goof
Reporting for
majorly.
duty.
Oh, yeah, the Flash of Light is good. Kind of concerned about this like Blessing of Might and Potion of Heroism. Like this Blessing of Might really doesn't do anything. Like it's just a cheap spell.
Reporting for duty.
This Humility is actually pretty good if they drop a Frostwolf Warlord.
Job's done.
Nice. 8 mana Lost in the Jungle. Tremendous. Actually, I guess if we do draw the Lost in the Jungle, they're pretty good, but outside of that, not great. Our opponent just going full on anemic board here. This is like the best that we could have hoped for. No, all of this, no Blessing of Mights. Maybe we shouldn't even have played the Noble Sacrifice there. Considering it stops our opponent from playing like Fungalmancer or anything like that. That does save us a bit of damage. Double trade. Okay. Triple trade. Go for it. Liam. Alright, we got a game. Glad they played that before we swapped decks. Oh boy. We're gonna get to do it. We're gonna take their deck full of Prince Liamed legendaries. Oh boy. We might have to go for like an adapt here. Try and get like taunt or something. Yeah, we'll go for the adapt first. It's pretty bad.
Your soul is in my hands.
Oh, jeez. Are we dead? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No!
Well played.
Well,
I wonder.
whatever, they might mislead you. Damn it! We needed that adapt to go off. We needed the taunt. I think they might have figured it out.
Speak your peace.
Damn it! We got there, but it just wasn't enough. Oh well. GG's. Alright, we are here with MarkMcKz's Togwaggle Paladin, Azalina Togwaggle Paladin. Played some games. We goofed, which was bad. We lost, which was unfortunate. But then we also got a game with this, and honestly, that game against the priest didn't feel remotely close. It felt like we were solidly in control. So I think that's perfect where this deck really shines, is against a lot of those control decks, particularly ones that don't put up much of a fight in that early game. Maybe rely too much on mid-game kind of threats to start putting pressure on, because by the time we get to that mid-game, we've already drawn quite a few cards. We're already pretty likely to hit that those prismatic lenses. A couple of things with the deck, I'd like to see. There are some of these cheaper spells that I don't really like too much. Mostly Blessing of Might, just with our really low creature count, i.e. 2. But also, you know, we only really have Lost in the Jungle and our hero power to put out creatures. I mean, we've got Noble Sacrifice, but really. I'd like to actually see some weapons, particularly Light's Justice. I think that this card, not only is it not a spell or a minion, so it can't get drawn with the Prismatic Lens, it's cheap. It helps us compete on board. It helps us against a lot of those decks that we would be struggling with otherwise, like the Odd Paladins, the aggressive hunter-based decks of the world. I think Light's Justice would be perfect in this kind of deck. Also, potentially, maybe just switching around a couple of the spells, maybe looking at some of these 2-drop spells, like Dark Conviction or something like that, or even just Holy Light to help against those aggressive decks. Maybe even Rebuke. Who knows? I'm not 100% on Rebuke. I think it's probably we'll probably want to look more at those other cards. But yeah, Light's Justice, maybe even Unidentified Maul or something like that. However, Unidentified Maul does, as Zach Valentine Rose in chat mentioned, you know, giving this to your opponent, it does give your opponent some potential to high roll and do something with it. Whereas I think MarkMcKz's game plan of just giving your opponent a deck full of garbage might be a bit better. A small deck full of garbage. And the same kind of thing goes for Timeout. Whilst Timeout, I think, definitely would help us in a lot of situations, helps us to not die and buy us a couple of turns, giving our opponent the Timeout might not be a great idea. But still, I think there's a lot of experimentation to be done with this kind of archetype. I think we've found an actually good prismatic lens deck, at least good in certain matchups. And I was excited to play it. So big shout out to MarkMcKz's. If you are on YouTube, of course, all the links are in the description, including a link over to the Hearthstone deck article. Please jump over there, give the deck a +1, leave a lovely, thoughtful comment, like I know you will. My name's Tommy Wave. You can catch me on Twitch right here. Watch me goof live on the air at Tommy_Wave, and also on Twitter. If you've got a sweet deck that you want me to check out, much like this one, you can fire that through to me at Tommy_Wave. But until next time, stay safe, stay wavy, eat the rich, try not to goof, and play some fun decks. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out other ones over here, or come subscribe to the Wave Pool for more excellent times.
Yeah!